All right, we're here with Lincoln North Star head coach James Thompson, also assistant AD at Lincoln North Star, going in now to your first season, coach, as a head coach, taking over for Tony Kopska. First of all, talk about the step in as a head coach and kind of the base and the foundation of kids you have to work with going into next season.
Very excited, humbled to have the opportunity to be the head coach next year. The first step was to get the best coaches and staff together. We have a very strong staff, and Coach Armstrong and Coach Boyd and Coach Moore and Coach Jackson, and then we brought a lot of guys back as well. And Coach Hitz as well as O-line. I was very glad to get him. We have a lot of young talent on our roster next year. Freshman team, where it's 8-1. A lot of those kids swung up and played varsity towards the end of the year as well. And then our sophomore and junior class is full of talent as well.
Yeah, and you'll be led by a guy named Cade Seep, who we met a year ago at the same event. You know, came in at 6'3", 231, kind of a really prototypical pass rushing, edge rush guy. What has Cade meant just to the growth of North Star's program the last couple of years?
Cade Seep is a phenomenal talent, hard-working kid, just does the right things in the classroom, in the weight room, on the field. He played a lot of Mike backer for us last year. We project him more of an edge rusher, an edge player for our defense next year, and then we're going to try to get him the ball on offense.
And then you've got another guy here today, came in just under 6'3", 250. Carson is a tight end, has a great body frame. Talk about Carson.
Carson, he's a little bit more vocal than Cade, very similar in terms of character, getting it done on and off the field, multiple sport athlete. He's going to be a leader for us. We're going to try to get him the ball at tight end as well. And, you know, some colleges are even interested in him playing some guard for them.
And then you've got a number of other guys here from the 24, 23, and even 25 group, but just wanted to get kind of a brief comment on each one of the guys. Let's start with Thomas Davis, 2024 kid for you at wide receiver.
Thomas Davis has tremendous speed, good hands, going to play some receiver and DB for us. He was kind of nagged by a hamstring injury that just lingered throughout the season last year, so we're hoping to get him healthy, see him on the track surface this year, and get going.
What about Braden?
Braden Sunken. That man played some quarterback for us, played some tight end for us last year. He's a weapon. I think he can even play some safety for us next year. We're super excited about Braden.
And then you've got an offensive tackle, 6'3", just under 285, Xavier Van Bush.
Xavier Van Bush is a high character kid, moves pretty well, really strong. We just got to get him to be very aggressive and just maul kids, but he's got a bright future.
You know, your running back too, he was a kid a year ago that really jumped out to me when he was a freshman, Daniel Johnson, and he's thick, 5'10", 207. You could see it in the upper body.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know, battled some injuries I think last year a little bit for you guys.
Had some lower body injuries, had a shoulder that was banged up, but he's a violent runner. Physical kid. He's a workout warrior in the weight room. We're really excited to have him back in the fold next year, and we're going to keep him healthy.
Then another guy, you got Jaden Potter, just off measurables, 6'5", 306. Obviously in the weight room, still working on kind of getting there where he needs to be. But what kind of potential does he have just with his measurables and size alone?
He's a Power 5 D1 guy with his measurables alone. If he continues to develop in the weight room like we know he can and will, he's going to realize all those opportunities he has coming towards him.
Then Dylan Hallett, another guy, came in just under 5'10" at 5'9", 168. Really can kind of do a lot of things for you as an all-purpose kid.
Yeah, we got him the ball in so many different ways the last few years. He's kind of carried the offense. We're hoping to lighten his burden a little bit and sprinkle the ball around and get him a chance to do some dynamic things out of the backfield and in the slot. And
then just as a group, that freshman group you brought, a number of kids, 8-1 as a team, almost undefeated. I think it's back-to-back years you've had really good freshman teams at North Star.
Correct. Back-to-back teams. Coach Ball's done an amazing job with the freshman level. All 6 of the kids we brought, Justin and Jordan Anderson, Cam Bredding, Sam Schaefer, Makai Wayne Brown, and Paxton Scott. Those kids are all really talented kids, high character kids, and I really think that they deserve to be here because that's where their talent fits that D1 opportunity.
And you've got a pretty high-profile coaching staff. You've added Tommy Armstrong, Alonzo Moore. I mean, name some of the guys that are going to be kind of helping out your program this year.
So Coach Armstrong, he's going to be coaching offense. He's going to be our offensive coordinator, mainly working with the QBs. Very excited to have him. Once he was named, you could feel the buzz and excitement around that hire. Just as excited for Coach Moore to be coaching our wide receivers. He's done it at the highest level. Was even able to be on the practice squad with Coach Reed on the Kansas City Chiefs. So he has a lot of experience. Najee Jackson will be coaching our running backs. He won state the last time a Lincoln team has won state. He was a part of that team, played quarterback, so we're super excited to have him. Coach Ryan Hitz, our O-line coach, he's been the OC at Raymond Central. He was a gold nugget we found there when he was available. And then our defensive coordinator, Javonte Boyd, he's been a coordinator at Northeast for the last 4 years, and we're really excited to have him on staff as well.
Well, Coach, best of luck here. You got a promising looking program here for the future years.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for having me.